those who step foot in this house next. May God bless this house and surrounding area. What a beautiful backyard. This lush forest. Look at how high the trees are. Much higher than the building, no? Trees, that's what I always think. You know, if the trees are higher than the building, then that's a sign that, you know, it's a good energy. We'll talk more about that coming up on the next video on Tom's_channel 1. I've got a little proposal for you and see what you think. Moss on the trees. Good air quality. Nice one. Okay, my latest video that I want to introduce is I've been doing some more research in the last few days, and I've been studying the effects of deforestation in the countries and how it affects the psychology of the people who live in that country. And the results have been quite startling. Now, you know, you may remember my previous channels, Dr. Tommy Goranga. One of the first things that we've learned is that you got cause and effect. So you can treat the effects, but unless you get to the cause, then the effects are still going to be there. So people are covering over the effects. But we're getting really close here, that if we want to actually solve crime, depression, want to get the happiness index of a country up so that it's, you know, a place where everyone's happy and satisfied. This is my latest research. We need to get the forestry level up, and we'll look into this and have a little talk in a bit, guys. I know you already know your stuff. So once again, the Wu Way is following the water. Like Bruce Lee said, become water. You can make a little tunnel or whatever under London, but the water goes where it wants to go. It doesn't follow your tunnel necessarily. It might go straight through the wall and go somewhere totally different, as has happened in the past. So Wu Wei means not getting caught up in the stagnant thoughts of problems in the past and what could have happened, expectations, negativities, gripes. We've got to follow the stream of successful consciousness. And we might have a set plan and we thought, oh, our life's supposed to be flowing that way, but the flow of success may change. It may take a drastic other way. And, you know, a lot of us have seen that things have turned out to be blessings in disguise. So every time I see this, I think about going with the flow and following the Tao, Gra'agas na Tao in ye, divine, the Tao in ye, in the Gaelic. So I love the flow of life in everyone, and we follow that flow carefully to the divine, from the divine, and it's just much more success, guys. I wish you all success 2026. So here we've got some signs, yeah, felling sites. This one's got no dates on it, it's a blank one, nothing. Then you've got another one down here. We're in Kerry right now, Knock and Cora. This one 2022, so that's been there almost 4 years. And then this one 2024 October. So it says, the first thing it says here is felling of trees with replanting afterwards. Now what we've got to ask ourselves is, you know, what's the plus and the minus levels when we're already in the red on 11% forests? How much progress per year are we getting it up into past 20% tree charge? So for the last couple of days I've been spending time in these windmill farms, and they're open. Like, look, you see there, it says attention walkers. So, and it says this is a sensitive wildlife area, so these places are actually open for people to come in and do exercise. So it's a really good place to come and meditate, go for a walk, go for a compassionate healing walk. And even as I'm listening to Hermes Trismegistus, in his language actually sounds like he's talking about these windmills. He's talking about like the divine cycles, and all, like, just as I'm listening to his audiobook, it's like it's fitting in with these in some strange way. So yeah, I've been taking shelter in these places recently, and I've been trying to actually pray, meditate, that somehow my meditations and prayers are somehow broadcast using these propellers, and that they go out around the world. So I'm using this as like a broadcasting station for to try to get the happiness index up, because some of these countries are struggling with the happiness index, and my new master thesis is that the leaders are suffering from deforestational trauma, and they're calling out for greenery. You may hear it in the talks. They're calling out for a need for greenery around them subconsciously. They're clearly showing signs of, you know, for a need to have greenery around them. And so reforestation can help us to get the happiness index and the, you know, the well-being, psychological well-being of the people restored. Because ultimately this human body, we're described as primates, and, you know, the most intelligent ones, some have said. So, you know, where would primates, where do they usually live? What's the type of environment that is natural for primates? Let's carefully consider this. And then we may get a better idea about how to boost the happiness index. Awesome. So here we are, we're at the source of the Blackwater River, and I didn't even know I was going to discover this. And there's a little something about the fox. The red fox is a member of the dog family and has a dog-like appearance with a brownish red coat and a bushy tail, tipped with white. Now, you're not allowed to really harm dogs, are you? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the dog could get done by the RSPCA if you bullying dogs. Everyone loves dogs. Why has the fox got a bad rep? They mostly eat rabbits. Yeah. Now, if you're going to keep chickens, does that mean that you have to hate foxes? Can you not look after your chickens? So, this, guys, that waterfall over there, that was the Blackwater River, and this is how it begins. Who knows where this ends up? Maybe this is the River Nile or the River Ganges. Do you know what I mean? We're further north, follow the North Star. So we're right up north here in Mother Earth's Bindi, and these are some of the kindest people you'll ever meet in your life. It's like they've been hanging out with angels. They're so soft-hearted, man. As you can see, there's quite a lot of people been getting up close to this. Maybe some foxes, I don't know. There's one holy well and a half. Okay, so somehow we've just magnetized to the source of the Blackwater, and it says here that the Blackwater has long been renowned for spawning salmon. I just read something about music. Where's it gone? Alright, it's up there below Cork Kerry. Right. The heart of, I'm not going to butcher the names, I'm not good at pronunciation. An area of strong culture, music, singing, dance and poetry. That's what I mean. The spiritual world is close. So that's the only activities. Like when these babies come out of the spiritual world, all they do is play and sing and sit, and then we get distracted as our souls evolve into this environment of hunting and stuff as it goes down. The flow. It starts off with music, poetry, singing and dancing, and then it goes into the Atlantic Ocean at Yall Harbour. Now, I think that's actually where the Titanic came from. Am I right, or was that another one? "400 yards downstream from here, Earl of Desmond took refuge." Oh, that's when he was on the run or something. They were blooming, yeah, he was being hunted, so he was hiding out here.